Now here's Thomas. 12 points for him. Off the drive. Right side Thomas. Right side Turner. Uncovered. Turner can't get that one to fall.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Green kicks to Barnes. Green, the screen. Turner comes with the double team. And counts the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
Some changes for Boston. Jared Sullinger's checked in for Olynyk. Johnson comes in for David Lee. And Jay Crowder's subbed in for Evan Turner. Outside Bradley. Thomas dishes to Bradley. Johnson sets the screen for Bradley. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for three. They get Stephen Curry. Well, taking a look at Avery Bradley, his career's been kind of up and down, Greg. Started out in high school where he developed into one of the nation's top prospects in high school.
You know, it's a great point. And as a college freshman, really established himself as one of the top defensive guards in the country, won numerous awards, then enters the draft after only 1 year.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State, Festus Ezeli comes in for Andrew Bogut. And it's Iguodala in for Barnes. Curry kicks to Iguodala. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. Celtics trail by 21. Smart passes to Sullinger. Warriors with the rebound. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points.
You know, with Avery Bradley, he was the 19th pick in the draft for the Celtics. The outlook for him was great, but then ball handling and shooting injury concerns flattened out his development. He had a hard time getting over the hump for a few years, but he's over it now.
3 on the clock. Green, no luck.
And that's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
Always important to have that good interior defense.
Johnson with a screen on Thompson. Smart dishes to Crowder. Green with the rebound.
And, you know, getting back to Avery Bradley, he's been dynamite the last 2 years. He's finally found consistency with the mid-range jumper and plays a complete game of basketball. With just a little more seasoning, I really feel like the sky's the limit. Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
That drops. Bradley's got 10 points here in the second half.
He's simply a machine at the offensive end. I wonder how far behind they'd be if he wasn't having this kind of quarter.
Curry with it. He's got 25. Feeds it to Ezeli. Back to Green. Golden State needs to get off a shot. And it's Iguodala with the jam.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
Celtics trail by 21. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
And it's off the back rim, no good.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
Curry kicks to Thompson. Back to Curry. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 5 assists in the game.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Crowder, the pass to Sullinger. In the corner, Smart with it. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Smart's got 13 points. Warriors leading by 21. And here is Curry. 27 points for him. Iguodala outside. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Tyler Zeller's checked in for Johnson. Terrence Jones is checked in for the Warriors. Barbosa comes in for Thompson.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Barbosa kicks to Curry. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. That one on Smart.
And remember, you go back to when Steph Curry was in college, more of a shooting guard at Davidson. But he's worked relentlessly to not only improve his ball handling, but his vision. And now, all of a sudden, he's one of the most elusive ball handlers in the NBA.
It's Bradley on the wing. No good. And Golden State will come the other way.
Their rebounding has been off the charts today, guys. Reason number 1, this game is out of hand.
Exactly, Clark. Their lead is not surprising given their advantage on the backcourt.
Curry's shot is off.
And so much for repeating the three-point barrage he put on in the first half. Nothing here in the second.
Smart dishes to Sullinger to the left wing. And there's Zeller. And that's good on the assist from Crowder. Crowder's got 3 assists tonight.
Yeah, sloppy D there. You can't let him get the ball in his hands down there.
Extremely untidy on the defensive end. I mean, when he gets it in that close, that's an easy bucket.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. Well, last year, Tyler Zeller both started and came off the bench, showed he could be an effective player, even when playing heavy minutes.
Yeah, and if you look at the games that he played as a starter, he increased his usage, and it didn't bother his production at all.
Celtics making a switch here. Thomas is checked in. The Warriors also with a sub. Livingston's checked in. Excellent D from Thomas. Boston's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Here's Crowder. And the rejection by Ezeli. And here comes Livingston. Lead.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. There's the dish to Thomas. To the middle. Sullinger with the bucket.
Excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot.
Here is Livingston. From deep, Iguodala. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And as we can... And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. The Celtics shooting from the field, 44%, not bad. On the court for Golden State here in the fourth. Ezeli is out there with Jones. Then there's Iguodala. Then there's Livingston. And it's Barbosa in at the 2 guard. Olynyk the pass to Turner. 6 to shoot. Lots of room. Leandro Barbosa with the rebound.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy ones.
Here is Livingston. Screen by Jones. Lots of room. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Livingston. Jones has got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Warriors. Thomas kicks to Olynyk. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
And, Greg, to be able to take the bump like that and maintain control, that's not easy to do. I know you're kind of a little fella, but I was a big guy when I played, so I know how difficult that is. That was impressive.
I see.
They set the pick. Here's Jones. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
And guys, that's one of the more basic plays in anybody's playbook, but not to mention also truly one of the best.
And, Greg, the pick frees him up, and Clark, the dunk, caps it off.
Well, you know, for me, guys, it's all about positioning and anticipation on those screen plays, and they got it right there.
Trying to break that ice-cold streak, and Turner with the lay-in.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
Here is Livingston. He's guarded by Thomas. Outside, Jones. And the three ball is good.
Man, they came out smoking here from beyond.
And, Greg, as hot as they are from out there, absolutely no reason at all not to just keep letting them fly.
That's good.
Tit for tat right there, huh, guys?
Didn't take them long at all, fellas, to get those 3 points back.
Now Iguodala. Pass to Jones. Wide open look. Offensive rebound. Celtics trail by 21. Outside Turner. He dishes it to Thomas. They get a hand on it. Now the Warriors moving it up. And the jam by Andre Iguodala.
And that steal paid instant dividends.
No wasted time or motion getting out on that fast break.
Left side, Thomas.
You know, guys, coaching in the NBA is not for the faint of heart. Very little job security. I mean, in essence, you get hired to be fired. Let's face it, it's hard to make a bunch of millionaires do what you tell them to when they might be around longer than you will.
Now here is Barbosa. Defense is right there. On the wing, it's Iguodala. Just 5 to shoot. No good on the 3. Celtics have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. And speaking of coaching, sometimes you'll hear that the coach washed the team. When that happens, is that it, Clark? What's your read on that?
You know, I don't quite buy that. I think it's really rare. Winning can cover up a lot of things, and ultimately it does come down to that, being able to smooth out the rough spots, and winning is the best elixir for that.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. The Boston Celtics figured to be near the bottom of the league last year. In many ways, they outperformed a lot of people's expectations.
And by no means were they a contender at any point, but they very well could be ahead of themselves in terms of the rebuilding process.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. Warriors leading by 21.
And with the Celtics being a surprise threat near the end of last season, even their losses were close games.
Now here's Green. Back to Barnes. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
To back up your point about the Celtics being in close games, I mean, their point differential on the year was less than where you would expect it to be for a team that made the playoffs. I mean, it really gives you an idea of how many close games they played.
A nice bounce-back year for Harrison Barnes, Clark, in year 3. Moved into the starting lineup last year and really responded.
Yeah, he did. I think he benefited from the new system. He was miscast as an isolation scorer, but when he can spot up for threes and catch the ball on the move, that's his game.
Out to Thompson. Inside. Green dishes to Bogut. And he converts the layup.
I tell you what, Harrison Barnes, very athletic. He certainly passes the eye test. And with his size, he can punish smaller wings and create mismatches. And then also he can play some small ball power forward at times as well with the way they like to space the floor.
Warriors have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Curry passes to Thompson.
And you talk about Harrison Barnes overall. He had a nice uptick in his rebounding last year, and that was a goal of his. He wanted to get his activity level up. And oftentimes the difference between being good and great is just making those small incremental improvements in different facets of your game.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Johnson, he's checked in for Lee. Yarebko comes in for Turner. Smart's checked in for Crowder. And it's Rozier in for Thomas.
How about Steph Curry in this one? He's got 32 points, and he's added to his numbers by hitting 4 shots from the three-point line.
And really now you can tell the defense starting to have second thoughts in terms of how they're going to play him. That's 12 points from long range. And one priority for the commissioner this year was how the schedule worked. There were complaints about too many back-to-back games, and it was something everybody wanted to improve upon.
Offensive rebound, Johnson, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
Those kinds of mistakes drive me crazy and will absolutely derail a team's chance to win.
Outside Curry. Kicks to Thompson. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Amir Johnson. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Greg, as you said, the NBA schedule was something that needed change. Players were getting worn out with all the back-to-back games, Clark. It's you've been through it and you know firsthand.
And it's not just the back-to-back games, Kevin. It's the 4 games in 5 nights or the 7 in 10 days. The league office knows the NBA is at their best when teams are rested. And kudos to the league for doing something about it.
That's an inexcusable mistake, guys. That's not the way to get back in the game.
And I don't know if anybody can tell you what he was thinking, because I certainly have no idea.
At the top of the key, Thompson. Dishes it to Green. It's stolen by Bradley. To the paint. Here's Thomas. Plays it up and banks it in.
And that's almost automatic anytime he can get the ball in that position.
Outside Curry. There's the pass to Green. Back to Curry. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Curry's got 17 now, just in the second half.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Thomas against Curry. Johnson with a screen on Curry. Thomas goes in, lets it go from 11. The Warriors pull it in. Green's got 11 rebounds in the game. Good chance here for Barnes. The rebound by the Celtics. It's off to Charlotte for him after this game as they take on the Hornets. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
It's Curry with the drive. Thomas with the steal. And a fast break now for the Celtics. Thomas is running. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Looking at the game for Thomas, he has 14 points now and 3 great steals. He's given them a lot with his passing and with his defensive work.
How about the activity of those hands here today?
Boy, I tell you, the Warriors did something that no other team had ever done before. They ended the regular season ranked 1st in field goal percentage and field goal percentage defense. Essentially, they were the best offensive and defensive team in the league. Remarkable.
Lee's checked in for Boston. Screened by Bogut. Thompson with it. Now guarded by Bradley. The feed to Barnes. Pass to Curry. Fires from deep. Rebounded by the Celtics. Olynyk got his 3rd rebound on the night. Thomas kicks to Olynyk. Good. Thompson against Bradley. Curry, a screen on Bradley. Back to Curry. Lots of room. That's good. Curry's got 37.
Klay Thompson.
Boston's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Thomas dishes to Lee. He feeds it to Bradley. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it. He made it look. Easy that time. Well, so far for Coach Brad Stevens, the Celtics have had nothing but praise for their outstanding young coach. No surprise for those of us who know Brad. The team is really moving ahead in the rebuilding process, and he gets a lot of the credit for that.
Curry with it. The screen from Thompson. They double-team Curry. And here comes Thomas leading the fast break. Puts up the baby hook. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. They get Stephen Curry.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
And part of the reason why the Celtics are ahead of schedule in their rebuild is because of Coach Brad Stevens. He has everyone on the same page.
You know what? You talk around the league about Coach Stevens, and other coaches are just astounded by his work ethic. People around the league think he's already a top coach and could be one of the greats by the time he's done if he stays at the professional level.
Timeout. Start it.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
And how about Sean Livingston? Just a terrific comeback story. Of course, he suffered that famous knee injury, one of the worst I've ever seen, and he has willed himself back to become a valuable player in this league.
Brandon Rush, he's checked in for Golden State. Curry comes in for Sean Livingston. Now here's Bradley. He's covered closely. He kicks it to Lee. And it's Spates with the rebound. Livingston signed a nice 3-year deal with the Warriors, helped their bench. Great fit for that team.
No question. A rare package at 6'7", who's a true point guard and extremely versatile defensively. He can play alongside Steph Curry, handling the ball or often, and easy to see why the Dubs were happy to get him.
Thomas kicks to Olynyk. Outside Bradley. Pass to Olynyk. And he dunks it down.
No way to mess that one up, Kevin. I mean, he powered it down with both hands.
Not this guy. He is a superb finisher.
And when he gets near the hoop, guys, he is a tour de force.
Screen by Jones. Jones sets the pick for Curry. Feeds it to Rush. The dish now to Spates. Stolen by Thomas. Pass to Turner. Kicks it to Bradley. From deep. Rolls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
It was a tough battle down the stretch, but the Celtics were able to get back into the playoffs last year.
And kind of just hovering around all season. But give them credit. They fought their way in and spent only 1 year out of the postseason in their rebuild.
And a new group in for the Celtics. Tyler Zeller's checked in for Olynyk. Johnson comes in for Lee. Jay Crowder's checked in for Evan Turner. And Smart subbed in for Bradley. Then for the Warriors, Green, he's checked in for Terrence Jones. And it's Livingston in for Curry. Dishes to Spates. A beautiful reverse layup.
You know, for the Celtics, the actual playoff series didn't go well. They got swept by the Cavaliers, but most people will remember the injuries from the series more than the play, and the Celtics have a bright future, no doubt.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
Well, listen, it was a forgettable series for Celtics fans. However, the Celtics' young core were able to experience postseason basketball. That's something that you can really never replicate. I'm sure they'll be hungry for more of it, and credit Brad Stevens on a terrific job.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. You can point to any number of things, Clark, the Warriors did well last year. Their play on the road being one of them.
Well, the Warriors were exactly road warriors all season long, partner. Hit the ground running and finished with the league best 28 road wins.
And for the Warriors, they would go on several road trips undefeated last season. Still, the only time they looked vulnerable were games on the road. And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Warriors.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, Clark, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Well, it's more than luck, Kevin. I think the shot selection was good, too.
And so looking at their number, this will be win number 22 on the year.
And when you play a team twice like these two will this season, it's always nice to win the first one as they'll go up 1-0 in the season series against the Celtics.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Stephen Curry. He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
From deep, Iguodala. Rebound, Boston.
And with the Warriors on the road, they would occasionally dig a hole they couldn't get out of. Still, hard to critique a team that was so dominant in every facet of the game last season, even on the road.
It's tipped. Johnson the screen, 6 on the shot clock, and the shot's good from Crowder.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Green kicks to Iguodala, loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. And the Warriors lead by 19. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Rozier. He dishes it to Johnson. Can't hit the free throw line jumper. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the